you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my brother and co-host, Bill. How you doing?
Pardon me, my lord, but I'm doing pretty fantastic. I'm doing... this whole show gives me a chance to do my accents and all that. It's a practice. It's been really just exciting. I'm excited, and I feel like I have more excitement in me than any British person has ever displayed publicly in life.
It's a very exciting time.
It's a very exciting time.
The accents are going to be flying
Shout out
fast
to
and
Norton,
loose.
Shout out to Norton. I love Norton.
Norton. Yeah, you gotta say it like that. Otherwise, it's not.
Otherwise, you're a poser.
Today, guys, we are talking about. If you haven't guessed from the accents, we're going to a place far, far away
from Valeria,
in a fantastical world.
Far, far away from Valeria.
Actually, I'm very excited to talk about like old Valyria and the hints towards Game of Thrones. Today we're talking about Game of Thrones spinoff, House of the Dragon, episode 2 of the very popular HBO original series. It's been a hit so far.
I can't stop moving. I have to stop moving. You see, I'm excited. I have to stop moving.
I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Oh shit!
HBO reported that this is the highest premiere for a series that they've ever had, and the show's already been picked up for a second season.
I wonder why.
It's definitely
fans out there.
You got shout outs to fans of the album Science. Yeah, it's obvious that there are a lot of fans coming from Game of Thrones, but I've also heard a few people say, like people who never watched Game of Thrones, they're kind of like curious, like they want to know what all the fuss is about Game of Thrones, but they don't want to, hop aboard a sinking ship, as it were, because everybody is famously had a bad ending. So I've heard a lot of
everybody like Shane watched it in secret, like. I've been asking people for months, hey, you gonna watch the Game of Thrones when it come out?
Right.
They like, hey, you gonna watch that? I ain't watching that. Fuck that, man. I ain't doing that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Then niggas hit me up. Man, Game of Thrones was dope, man. I watched the House of Dragon the other day, man. It was actually pretty good. I liked it, man. It was good. Wait a minute, brother. You forgot 2 months ago you told me you weren't going to watch it.
Right. It quickly turns people around. You can't. It's hard to.
People were sneaking. It's Sunday night. No, I ain't got nothing, man. I'm busy, man. I can't hang out, man. I'm busy, man.
I'm just gonna hang out at
the house, man. I fall asleep early, man. Like watching Game of Thrones, lying ass.
It's funny. I told somebody about a month ago that I was watching season 6 of Game of Thrones because it was like the last season that I actually enjoyed. And they looked at me like I told them that I slapped their mom. They're like, "What? Why would you slap his mom in there? Shit." Because I'm gonna get all this guilt from the assumption that I slapped your mom.
You know what you should start doing, Alex? Anytime somebody says like "what," like anytime somebody says that to you, like looks at you crazy, and after you say something that doesn't, it's not crazy at all. It's just perfectly normal to just say something. Mm-hmm. You should just be like, fuck, man. I should.
And everybody's just gonna think I'm a crazy person. Like, I was just about to fight me over Game of Thrones the other day.
You be that nigga from Atlanta.
Fucking Tracy.
You be Tracy. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god damn.
And you just laugh at him after you do it and you should whoop.
You just whipped your ass. You see people like,
oh my god. Y'all be waiting. If you know Alex in person, y'all wait for that.
People, if I see you in person, I'm not going to try to fight you. just know that's not going to happen. But today, we're talking about episode 2. Not a lot happens in this episode, but there's a lot happened, if that makes any sense. There's not a lot of plot move forward, but there's just definitely a lot of character building. Interesting looks.
dare say, sir, that this was a filler episode.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. It's hard to do a filler episode of a show like this where
I have a theory about what you're just saying. How it kind of moves slow, or how, not much happened.
Mm-hmm.
Game of Thrones, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite show for one reason and one reason only. They are the kings and queens of foreshadowing.
Indeed.
And so I think we just got a lot of foreshadowing that's gonna have to play out. We're gonna have to wait for it to play out for it to pay off.
Right.
But like the scene of Rhaenyra showing up on her dragon after we've seen Daemon's dragon, like it's a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
A precursor.
Yeah. And then when the dragons started to slow dance, there was a foreshadowing of the dance of the dragons. Y'all didn't see that part, but they started to slow dance.
Yeah, I remember that part. Yeah, they got down and they boogied. See, we get screeners. Our screeners got different things on.
Yeah,
we get our screeners have different edits.
Yeah, it's the director's.
I don't know why they send us that edit. It's because we black. They only send us edits with dancing and boogieing. Dragons was twerking. I was like, this was a waste.
Everybody started doing the Cupid Shuffle when they met.
Yeah, they did the Cupid Shuffle and they did the electric slide. And you know what? I'm just telling y'all, they could not put that on HBO.
Yeah, that scene of Dragonstone lasted 15 minutes an hour because most of it was dancing.
Yeah. So.
But like at the beginning of the episode, before we get to that,
before we get to the uncuts, thank you for all y'all's likes and subscribes.
Yes,
we appreciate the love, and man, keep it going. Y'all boosted that Prey video, and let's keep it fucking going. Now, on to this next part of our video.
Yes, 6 months after Rhaenyra is, that's right. I'm sorry, I pronounced her name wrong. 6 months after Ray is named heir, Daemon remains in Dragonstone, and pirates led by the Crab Feeder Menace, the Stepstones, at the the pirates led by the Crab Feeder Menace, the Stepstones, at the behest of the Triarchy.
Yes, that sentence is Stepstones. Stepstones. It's okay because the Stepstones actually sounds like a band from Bedrock. It sounds like something. I don't know. Maybe y'all kids don't fuck with the Flintstones.
Yeah, right. It sounds like a Flintstone parody of the Temptations. Yeah. And now the Stepstones.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see you out there. You're looking beautiful. Hope your life hasn't been too rocky. I just came out here to introduce your next coming act, the Stepstones.
Oh man, we would have killed in the writers'
all the way from Westeros, ladies and gentlemen. We would have killed what?
I was just saying we would have killed in the Flintstones writing room.
Oh my god, Flintstones writing room would have been lit with us up in there. If y'all bring back the Flintstones, let us know.
Hey, let us know
because
y'all rebooting everything else.
We have scripts written.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they rebooted Tom and Jerry before they rebooted
Flintstones scripts.
But Flintstone scripts. Alicent Hightower continues to comfort King Viserys at her father's urging, and Lord Corlys Valerian attempts to have his daughter Lyanna wed the king.
Bed the king, wed the king.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Is when he at first insisted.
Did you mention that we also had somebody almost marry a 13-year-old?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, like
that's gross. Can we just not ever have that happen again on this show, please?
Yeah, that was a little. That was very weird.
I bet you she was 9 in the book. Yeah, I haven't read the book. Just so y'all know, I haven't read the book, but I bet you she was 9.
Apparently, Ray was like 9 years old in the book, and they decided to age her up for the show, which I think it was good. Even though like there's no like sexual anything for her character, I think it just makes more sense that she's older. But with this whole, Lord Corlys is trying to, pawn off his 12-year-old daughter to the king. Very, very weird stuff. And there aren't enough people saying that the 12-year-old thing is the weird part. Everybody is like, yeah, we know that his wife just died, but he needs to get married.
It's
like that's not the weird part.
It's like it is like some of them feel like it's weird. It's like the underlying unsaid thing. Everybody's like, oh, but this is just how it goes down. It's like,
right.
If the king go in there and rape a bitch at court, that's
it's like that's just how it is.
I mean, I can't do nothing about that,
right?
Because he might rape me. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the
thing about kings are they can be assholes if they want to, or they can be good kings if they want to. And some of them choose a little bit of both.
Right, and that is a good point. Everybody does kind of watch the way that they talk about royal things, and the only person who says outright, "She's 12 years old," is the king. He's the only one.
Yeah, he was like, ugh.
Like when he's talking to,
he was like, you could tell he getting sweaty. Like, I got fucking 12.
And then when he's talking to the little girl, and she's like, "My mom said that I don't have to bed you until I'm 14." He's like, "Oh, great. Oh, cool. I have to wait till you're 14."
He's like, "I was thinking something like 17. You said 14. That girl, you said, oh.
I was thinking maybe 22, 25. I was like,
he was having the goddamn family thing. We gotta get straight to my favorite part of the goddamn whole fucking episode was when the maester is tending to the king's wound. He's from his cut in episode 1. He got cut on the throne on his finger.
Yeah,
and he's got gangrene, so they put the maggots in his hand. He's sitting there, he's telling the hand of the king. He's telling him, "Hey, what's his name? Hightower."
Yeah, Hightower.
Yeah, I like that. Mr. Hightower. He sound like a nigga. You know,
Steve Harvey.
That sound like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Steve. I like that.
I'm just gonna call him Steve.
Hey, his name's Steve. Hey. So yeah, he said. So the king, he said, hey, the nigga Valerian, he said, nigga talk Marion, he said, I want you to marry my daughter. And I said, hey, I'm gonna have to think about that one now. Hey, that's a little crazy now. I'm gonna talk about this later. And so now I'm asking you what you think. He said, man, nigga, it was so funny when the maester looked over at the king like, what you gonna say? What you think about that? He should have been looking at Hightower, but he looked over at the king like, oh, that what you really want to know? You really want somebody? You really having this conversation right now? Right. You gonna fuck a 12-year-old?
That's what's really good in the street.
That's really what's about to happen. Hey man, I'm with it now. If you with it, I'm with it now. Because he was always, he looked like he was awkward about it, but he was like,
right.
As soon as it was like trying to open his mouth, he was like, hey, you got to do what you got to do. King, king.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, king, love you, king. You know what I'm saying? You one king, but you know what I'm saying? You also him. You him.
Yeah, it was an interesting scene. I was already thinking that, oh wow, this scene is really shot really well. Because of just like the way that they're doing all the angling and the positioning, it really shows you who has like the power in the conversation or where people.
They just didn't have to do that shot though. That was petty. That was funny. That was
great. That was hilarious.
If y'all don't know what we talking about, go back, watch that scene, pause it, watch the maester. He cut them eyes like, what you talking about?
But I did like the whole like aspect of the episode though, because like it kind of. You kind of get the sense that the king has this impossible decision to make, because where marrying Lyanna is like the logical choice, because it makes both houses stronger. It makes it makes a friend, not an enemy, in Corlys, and also like it makes sure that militarily everything is like combined, and also it doesn't make your daughter hate you. That was it doesn't make your daughter super pissed off.
Oh, it did though.
I'm saying if he marries Lyanna. The only problem is she's 12. So that's what makes that decision obviously bad, and then obviously marrying Hightower.
It was a bad decision. Should I fuck a 14-year-old? I mean, should I fuck Wait, 14-year-old, marry a 12-year-old.
This fall on Fox.
This fall on Fox. It's
Should I-
marry a 12-year-old. Should I marry a 12-year-old? Should I marry a 12-year-old?
It's
That's
sad
should
that
I
sounds
marry
like
a 12-year-old? Only on Fox.
Only on
7:30
Fox.
Eastern.
But yeah, like, what did you think of? Just
Hold on,
like,
I'm still reading the teleprompter. 7:30 Eastern.
Like, I'm not reading all this copy. But yeah, that was an interesting dynamic. But we got to touch on
Touch it. That's bad word terminology.
yes. Are we not
Talk
doing
about,
crazy
should I marry a 12-year-old? Seems like he's already made his decision. The answer's no.
We got to touch on Damon's like super man. He's letting his dick swing right now. I'm so much phrasing.
Yeah, I got a question. But when you get to go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, like, you know, he steals the dragon egg from the dragon nest, and he writes a letter, not only claiming responsibility but inviting his brother to his wedding, just like shitting all over the house.
Oh yeah, came out, pulled his dick out for no reason. You know, he didn't have to do. He just pulled his whole dick out. Then he pulled his pants down and took a shit in the living room. Did all this in the living room.
Yeah, he's getting all of his.
And really, he took his daughter's castle. Like, he was just like big boy and everything.
Yeah.
You know, he just big stick out here. Boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it though? Net team. So I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. I'm there, you know, showing that tensions have run high amongst Targaryens.
Yeah, it's
So, but my question
know,
for you is, would you have preferred to see Damon's attack on this ship or whatever the fuck got attacked? Would you have rather seen that scene, or would you have rather had it like they did it, where they just talked about it and then we get the standoff? Would you rather get some action?
What do you mean, like, do you like that the scene between Hightower and Damon? You think, like, would I rather seen them clash? Or?
No, I'm talking about Damon took the egg.
Right. Oh, you mean that?
Would you have rather seen that scene?
You know, it's funny because I actually really like the way that they've been editing and doing stuff for this series. It does feel like they're putting their own personal visual style on this, a little different. So I actually like stuff like that.
Well, they did that in in the first season and most of the show. They didn't really show a lot of battles on the first show.
Right.
So my thing, I would like to see more of that, but you know what? I like that you said that you like the way they did it because you're saving money, and I've been really on you because you be like trying to use a whole nigga's budget. You be trying to balloon a nigga's whole budget. You got some Aaron Sorkin. You like every bit, and then ask for $100 more million so I can do a whole nother season after you done filmed the whole season. Like, you got some of that in you. So I'm kind of proud of you saying that, even though I didn't really agree. I like what you said.
Well, yeah, I do like.
He's growing, y'all. He's growing. We're all growing together.
I do like, you know, when it comes to like storytelling, it's like all about what's most interesting for the story. And I feel like the way they're setting this episode up, especially like the way that they had that scene of all the dead bodies and the crabs and stuff, and they had a hard cut to the court, like stuff like that. I feel like they're really I don't know, like it's kind of like really that Denis Villeneuve. Is that kind of like that Denis Villeneuve style of filmmaking where you the implication of how terrible something is even worse than like seeing somebody get tortured or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I like that touch.
I think that they're really playing up this barnacle man, or what is he? The fish hook?
Yeah, the crab feeder.
The crab feeder.
Yeah,
I was like I can't even remember. They should have got a better name. I don't know who that is. George R. Martin, if you write another book, hit me up for some names. I got you. I got better names.
Clearly has that problem with names.
I got a better name for you because Barnacle Man is better than fucking. I made that up.
Barnacle Man.
Barnacle
Man.
Nobody.
Whatever a barnacle can. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm
No, I really like that name. I love Barney.
I was about to do a bit where I just laughed. I was just about to say, like I was acting like I was trying to say something, but we don't have that kind of time. If you guys go and like and subscribe, we can make longer episodes where I do stupid stuff like never end a joke.
Yeah, if you want some extended episodes of the pod,
DM me.
Like, subscribe.
I'm joking.
Yeah, we'll just like talk. But yeah, what did you think of like the standoff between Damon and Hightower, and then the eventual Deus Ex Machina of Ray Ray and the Dragon?
Well, I think I liked it because I think it's another one of the things that's a foreshadow. Lord. Yeah, I think we're getting some serious foreshadowing there.
Yeah,
dragons versus dragons.
Dragons versus dragons.
And not to mention, like we talked about earlier, that twerking scene. Dragons. That was crazy. So
yeah,
it set it off to another level. We definitely don't have something to develop from that in the future parts of this show. Obviously. So I'm loving it. It might not happen until next season. But we're here for it. We're here for it.
Yeah. Hey, dragons need love too.
Dragons need. Ooh, hashtag dragons need love too.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too.
Hashtag,
like it was
somebody at me on Twitter. Hashtag dragons need love too. You get a free T-shirt.
Yeah, actually,
Hey,
please
do it.
Get
right
that
now.
Twitter active.
Get your shit. I will send you some shit. Hashtag dragons need love too.
And it's also like a sort of like a I guess Easter egg or the Dragonstone in the last season of Game of Thrones. That's where Daenerys hold up, and we hear them talking about like all the history of Dragonstone, and now that we're in the history. We get to see it in its full glory, and just like it was really kind of surreal to see.
I was kind of upset that we didn't get to see like Dragonstone, like its people, you know what I'm saying? Like people who live around there, anybody. And maybe it's just always just been like some type of fortress that has no people.
Right.
But
the fog was covering it all up. You couldn't see the fog.
Stupid. You can't go, hey, they down there in the fog.
They down there.
This is inspired by the Jetsons. Also, we can write plenty of Jetsons episodes. We got all that too. We got scripts for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got you.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Jane, his wife.
Jane, his wife. It was that I love that whole scene, especially with Ray coming out of the clouds.
Tom and Jerry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk about this. We love HBO Max. We love y'all HBO. That's why we talking to y'all.
And actually, I love old school Tom and Jerry.
I'm sorry.
Keep that new shit.
No, we love it. We love
it. We love everything HBO Max. Give us a check, HBO Max.
We also love Colombian Broadcasting System.
And Discovery. Yeah, we love all that
Discovery
shit.
Plus.
I still haven't looked up if that's Discovery, the network, or Discovery, the credit card. I'm sure it's the network. It's the network, right?
Oh man, I never have seen nobody bomb. Nobody there. Just saw it right now.
I wish that was generic. But yeah, it's an interesting place to leave things off because Damon is a really interesting character because you can see. Even in the last episode, how he's spiteful and he's impetuous.
Yeah, he stole an egg of the fucking dead baby, man. Jesus Christ, give it a rest.
But then, like, he's like this. He's like a fucking Sour Patch Kid. Like, once you get up on him and just like confront him for the terrible shit he's done, he's like, "Why didn't Muda do it?"
I'm glad that you said that. Instead of, because I thought you meant like he was sour, but once you lick all of the sour off of him, he's real sweet.
Once you put your tongue all over his body.
I was like, look, I know he's a handsome man, but Jesus Christ, Alex, Let's calm down, brother. Hey, you don't want to get too close. Hey, you don't want to get too caught up in all that blonde hair.
Doctor Who, more like Doctor Where It Went.
We're doing John Oliver jokes. Take me to Pound Town, brother. I've been very bad, and only Damon's dick can help me now. Oh, we're going all the way.
Oh, that's great.
Take me to Pound Town right now, Doctor Who. More like Doctor
Ravage my body, you interspatial sex beast.
Oh, that was great. That was great. Made up for your bomb. You bombed and brought it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
There you go.
But yeah, like what did you think of Damon's character? Because like it's interesting that in the first episode,
I think he can ravage my butt sack as well. In the first, this is getting demonetized. As soon as we get monetized, this is the first thing we get demonetized.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to depend on the kindness of strangers because we won't be able to say shit after we get monetized.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, like it's interesting because like in the first episode, Damon's a little shit, and he says, the famous "air for a day," and then when he's confronted by Viserys. He's like, well, you're my brother. Why didn't you ever make me the hand? You can see him soften up a little bit. And this is kind of the same situation where he's really impetuous. He lashes out like a child. And then when you confront him by someone who he actually cares about. Because I think that Hightower was even banking on, him being less kind about the whole situation. Because if Viserys was there, it probably would have ended up the same way that it did with Ray.
Yeah.
But Hightower's, he's trying to have a conflict. He wants a reason.
No, I think if Viserys was there, he would have killed him and he would have declared himself king of
You think so?
Westeros.
Because he does seem like he still loves his brother, like the way he talks to him about it last episode.
But he still wants to kill him. I think he wants to kill him. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I think if he felt that he could get away with killing his brother, nobody there, it's just me, you sitting here, he would push that nigga off a bridge.
So on a scale of Littlefinger to Joffrey, where do you think? You think he leans more Joffrey than Littlefinger?
Oh yeah, he's a Targaryen.
Yeah.
This nigga is like if Daenerys and her brother had a baby.
Ooh.
The first Viserion.
Yeah.
Or the next Viserion. Viserion the 5th or so. He's like the 7th Viserion or some shit. There's a lot of Viserions.
Viserion the week.
John Oliver, Jesus fucking Christ. George R. Martin, very bad at making up names.
Yeah, man.
Everybody got the same name. Everybody got the same name.
Yo, yeah, he is really
Or
bad.
maybe it's just he's just trying to say they're bad at making up names. Way to pass the buck.
Yeah, that seems like an easy way of. It's like when
way
you
to
can
kick the
create
can down the road there, Mr. George R. Madden.
I like how we're judging him for like excuses he didn't give. It's like fuck you, George.
Yeah, fuck you, George. Obviously we love George and we kid George.
We love George.
We like playing with his belly mostly. It's kind of hairy, but if you rub it, he laughs.
Only thing I'm upset with George about is not finishing the books. It doesn't seem like he's really committed to trying to finish the story anymore.
I wouldn't finish it.
Focus on developing these TV shows.
I wouldn't finish it. I mean, I would finish it. Maybe he already finished it. Maybe he's just never gonna release it.
Maybe.
You motherfuckers are ungrateful. I would never
yeah, y'all scared him.
Exactly. Y'all scared him. Y'all, the Twitter is amazing. And it's impressive. And it's awe-inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it was a little bit much for old George R. Martin. And he's scared to release a book. Shit, I'd be scared to fart if I was him, man. People judging the shit out of this show, you know what I'm saying? It's obviously not his fault. I mean, I guess it could be considered his fault because he had finished books, so then these niggas made up some shit. But I guess, we're not talking about this.
I will
talk about this show.
I will say, I was listening to a podcast recently. Kevin Smith was saying that before House of Dragons came out, George R.R. Martin called him and was like, hey, could you tell everyone you know about like House of Dragons coming out? As if like everyone in the world doesn't know. But you could like tell that he's still nervous. Man. He's still nervous about how it's gonna turn out.
Big time. I would be too, but yeah, he's kind of, he's slow. I'm saying he's old, so why would he be hip and fast with the internet? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are fickle, bro. It'll be all right. You know what you need to do, though? Stop using all them letters for your... Look, can we just call you George Martin? Can we just call you George Martin? That's my only request.
George Ray Martin. That's what the R stands for, if y'all didn't know.
Can we get another character with a letter that doesn't start with an R? Because Alex is just going to call him Ray. Alex is just going to call him Ray.
And when you put like 3 different consonants together for a name, it's hard for me to...
Rhaenyra? Rhaenyra. That's hard for you to remember.
Yeah. I mean, just reading it. Just like, when you say it like that, it's fine.
It's not hard for me to remember because it's like, Rhaenyra. That's how I think about it every time I hear Rhaenyra. Nobody's even said it like that this whole fucking time. I don't know. I just hear a British man in my head. He tells me to say things.
It's pronounced Ray. But I am very excited to see how the rest of the show is gonna turn out. And apparently there's gonna be a second season. I assumed that this was only gonna be one season just because I thought it was a short story, but apparently there's a lot of story to tell.
Oh no, there's a lot of story to tell. We got like 2 or 3 generations. Not 2 or 3 generations, but 2 or 3 different babies that's got to be born, and stuff like that. It's going deep, baby. We going deep, babies, balls deep.
Man,
hold on, I can do that better. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going deep, balls deep.
It's very like kind of like Dan Rathery, like the word multi.
I just want to let the people know that I'm serious about what we do here, and I take this all very seriously. It's
very serious business we do.
And I'm so serious about everything that I say. It's seriously serious.
And before we get out of here, I do want to just mention the last little scene there, Lord Corlys and Daemon having a little chat about an alliance, a possible alliance.
Bing, back and forth.
I can kind of see that happening.
I think that he's really just sick of a dog on his situation that he needs help with. Maybe he's our little finger.
Right.
For this show, we gotta have a little finger.
You gotta have a little finger.
But we've gotta have a Viserys then, right? We gotta have a Lord of Spies and secrets and whispers.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a decision that turns around and bites Corlys in the ass because Daemon is very impetuous and he does whatever the fuck he wants to. And
he might just go kill the Barnacle Man and then come back and then say, yeah, dude told me to do it. So I did it. Because I got big dick. And I do dope shit. I live a dope life and I do dope shit. That's what he's going to say. I mean, verbatim.
Verbatim.
I do this because I have a big dick. I live a dope life and I do dope shit. Sire.
Yeah, it does feel like a little bit like when Eric Roberts hires the Joker killed Batman. It's like, I don't think this is going to turn out the way you think it's going to. It's working out for you right now, but then later, you're going to have to burn all your cash.
You should never hire the Joker for anything, by the way. Especially parties. Did that once. Didn't work out. Just be safe out there, people.
Yeah, be safe out there. Yeah, he shows up late for birthday parties. He doesn't finish if you ask him to paint. He's just the worst person to hire.
He is the worst.
But guys, thanks for watching and listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We try to do this every once in a while. So go ahead, leave a like, subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. At the Drunk Banthas. That's terrible. Until next time, stay safe, my little crab eaters, and may the force be with you.
Flea bottom for life. Flea bottom.